Today I'm going to be working on replacing a cruise control switch on this Nissan Altima. Right here on the wheel is where you find the button to engage the cruise control. But the problem is when I try to engage the cruise control, clicking the on-off button, as you can see, nothing up at the top is clicking the cruise control into its engaged mode. And there are a lot of things online that show you different issues that can cause the cruise control to not engage. One could be a blown fuse. I've already checked that out, and that's in the fuse box, which is down near where the brake and pedal is. But the other more common culprit is what's known as the cruise control switch. Now, there are a lot of videos on YouTube about how to reinstall a brake light switch, which can be an issue if you need to start the car up. But there are very few videos I've been able to find which discuss this very specific issue as it relates to cruise control. This is a switch I bought from a distributor directly, and I think it ran me about $13-14. You can get them really cheap online. But I'm going to install this new switch, as I think this actually might be the culprit of the reason this is not engaging. And just to give you guys some perspective, right here is the brake pedal and the engine pedal, but right up here, which is connected to the brake pedal, are two different switches. The one on the left here is one that is called the brake light switch, and the one on the right is what is referred to as the cruise control switch. And in order to get this cruise control switch off, you have to do a little bit of finagling. Now, it can be a little difficult to see, but if you look on the right side of the camera here, there's a switch, kind of that little notch that's sticking out, and that's very similar to the notch that is on your brake light switch sticking out on the left. So what you're going to do to get this thing out is you're going to push this switch in here and then pull up, and that's going to disengage the cords that connect. Now, I did have to set the camera down for just a moment, I will admit, because this thing was stuck in there pretty good. But basically, to get this out, you're going to be turning it counterclockwise to the left, and it's just going to pop right out just like that. So originally it's in to the right, and in its fully engaged position it looks kind of like that, but all you have to do to get it out is push down and then turn counterclockwise, and there it goes, it pops right out. And that gets you the old cruise control switch out, and you can now replace it with your new cruise control switch. Now, to put this thing back in, what makes it helpful for me is to look at it from the side. And as you can see, this side over here is practically flush with the base, but this side sticks out a little bit. The side you're going to want facing you is this one right here. And mine has that little notch on the front similar to the one I just pulled out. I don't know if it'll be the same for the one you're using, but this is what worked for me. And then after that, when you're reinstalling it, you're going to have it basically facing the driver's seat when you put it back in the notch, and then push down and turn as much as you can to the left until you hear that click. And then once that click is back into place, then you can reinstall the electrical component. And now let's see if that fixes our problem. Well, I'm happy to say after installing the switch, that seems to have solved our problem. Turn the on-off button on now. And it works like a charm. So anyway, that's how I fixed the issue, and I hope this helps you guys out.